Hey guys, so I'm coming on today to talk about a subject. I I met some people today and everything was going great. They seemed like really nice people. Um, Especially the two females that I met. But when they walked away, one said she had to go to an interview where I used to work, and the other one said she was going to go shopping, and I was left with the three guys that seemed super nice until these three black men decided to harass me. I get harassed every single fucking day I leave my apartment by men that I don't even know, men that I'm not attracted to, especially if they're African American. I'm being honest. And, they harassed me about what we had talked about. We talked about, I try not to go too deep into my personal life because people will try to, take advantage of somebody who's been through a lot. And I have been through a lot. Um, there's been a lot of trauma in my life, and I'm not going to sugarcoat things. However, I feel, very disgusted by the fact that I've met way too many black men who feel that it's positive that they sell drugs when you're really selling the world poison. You're hurting other human beings by what you do. Why are you proud of that? And not only that, you feel as though women, especially women of color, belong to you. I don't belong to anybody. Okay? One thing. I'm not an animal. I don't I don't have a fucking owner. And a lot of black men feel as though, like, this dude literally looked me in my face and said, "You need to get a grip on reality. And when you have your firstborn baby, when you have your seed, you need to breed with your own kind." He literally told me I need to breed with my own kind. No, I don't. And you don't get to control what I do with my body and who I love. Three black men bullied me. They talked mad shit about me, tried to make me feel fucking bad for who I was as a woman. And he's like, "Oh, why don't you like black guys? You're black." I'm not just black. I tell people this all the time because I'm proud of who I am. I'm mixed. I'm part Puerto Rican. I got Latina blood in me. And that is something that I will always have at a, or hold at a high esteem and have inside me that makes me feel good. You know what I mean? It's shit that people say about me, assumptions that people make about me. Like, I was even told by one of my friends that the people who live in my apartment are making up rumors that I'm a prostitute when I'm not. Shit like that. I went through sex trafficking in the past. There is a difference between a prostitute and a victim of sex trafficking like I was. I was sold. I didn't have a choice. When you're prostituting, you have a choice. 99% of the time, when you're just selling your body, you have a choice. I wasn't just selling my body, I was sold to other people. I didn't have a choice through any of the trauma or any of the bad things that happened to me. They just fucking happened to me because that's how my life was. Now, at 26, I have a choice to say no. I finally have a choice to live my life how I've always wanted to live my life. And nobody else can tell me otherwise. Like, I met this two women today that are super nice and super supportive and told me, like, if they don't want to accept that, that's that's the path that you're choosing to go on in your life, then fuck them. Don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. And I literally told one of the guys, because I recognize another guy from my neighborhood who not only harassed me, but the guys in my neighborhood put their hands on me all the time. They put their hands on me without consent, and I don't fucking appreciate it. It makes me feel very angry. It makes me feel like an object instead of just an individual, a regular individual walking around every day. I'm not a fucking object. I don't deserve to have you put your fucking hands on me. I don't care if you're fucking attracted to me. I don't care if you find me beautiful or not. You have no right to put your hands on another human being without their consent. You have no right to tell another human being what they can and can't do with their body or who they can love just because you see they're a certain race. And then this black man is going to fucking tell me, after I told him I recognized the dude who sexually assaulted me and put his hands on me, and this happened this month. I have quite a few sexual assault stories in my history and in my past. Unfortunately, he's gonna look me in my eyes and say, "That's not my problem." And this is the same black man who said that, "Oh, I'm a good guy." How are you a good guy sitting with 3 other friends making fun of me and bullying me and saying shit like, "Oh, I thought I was weird, you're the weirdest," and laughing at me and telling me what to do with my body, telling me who I can and can't talk to, who I should love, telling me I need to get a grip on reality and all this other insulting, nasty shit. With all the other shit, all the other negative shit that I have to deal with on a daily basis, plus the shit that I went through in the past. Don't fucking tell me how to feel and don't fucking tell me who to be as a woman. You don't know anything about me, just like the people living in my apartment who think they know me don't know shit about me. Okay? Especially the ones who are making up rumors that I'm selling my body, because I'm fucking not. How would you feel if you were in my shoes? How would that affect you physically, mentally, spiritually, in every single way? How would that affect you if you were me? I bet you there is a lot of people who I'm surprised I'm even alive. I shouldn't even be alive. If anybody else tried to be in my shoes even for one day, they would not make it. And I'm not just saying that to say it, and I'm not saying that to be an asshole either. If they try to be in my shoes even for one fucking day and feel what I have felt for the past 26 fucking years, being an old soul, being wise beyond my years, being not impressed with my generation. I literally told my friend over the phone, I was born in the wrong generation. Because younger people, even some of the older people who act like they know me, like, are spreading rumors and being toxic and filling up my energy with negative shit because they think they know who I am. The younger generation, especially the men, saying shit to you like you give good head is not a compliment. You don't say shit like that to people. I don't find that fucking cool. There's a lot of things that my generation does that I don't find fucking cool. Like a lot of them who think that drugs are cool. The truth about drugs, they can fucking kill you. They can kill other people. You don't know shit. You're walking around promoting shit that fucking kills people every single day, including somebody in my fucking family that happens to be my birth mom. Because I said, I'm adopted. I'm a fucking foster kid. You know what kids like me in the adoption system fucking go through? My adopted mom died of cancer last year, and my birth mom died of fucking heroin. She died with the needle stuck in her fucking arm. So a lot of these black men around here bragging about the fact that they sell fucking drugs, not being unaware, and obviously they don't fucking care because a lot of them will say cruel shit and do cruel shit like they do to me every single day, acting like I'm their property just because of my skin color. Not knowing that I overdosed on drugs. I am 4 years sober. In the past, I overdosed. I've been through hell and fucking back. I know. And plus, my birth dad, he's a deadbeat and he chose drugs over me. He chose selling drugs over me. He chose the streets over me. He chose robbing banks instead of his own child. And then when he came back into my life 23 years later, he abused me. I saw him this summer. He abused me. He's never going to change. My birth sister, who's younger than me, by the way, but I look younger than her. So a lot of people thought just because of the way she fucking looked, she was older. Little 22-year-old, 23-year-old trying to fucking tell me who I am when she didn't even grow up with me. I know who I am. I stand firm in what I believe in, my morals, my values, who I am as a woman, who I know I can become, and what success I am going to achieve in the future. And nobody else can tell me that. And I do not fucking appreciate a bunch of ignorant ass, unattractive African American men telling me who I can and can't be with, who I can and can't talk to. Everybody has their preferences. Everybody has, there's not one single fucking person out there who would just have a baby with whoever. I have a very fucking hard time believing that there's not other people who are picky about who they're going to choose to have a fucking child with. And then they're making jokes like, oh, so you like white boys, pointing out random old white men and saying, oh, she wants you. It's fucking disrespectful. And you know what's funny about that? My deadbeat birth dad decided, after I've made videos about him in the past, that, oh, I'm going to call her disrespectful for calling me out on my bullshit. No, I'm not disrespectful. I'm just telling the truth, and the truth hurts. You chose selling drugs and robbing banks over me, and you wound up in jail for most of my life. And when you got out of jail and you finally met me, you didn't know how to treat me. So now you're blaming everything that you have ever fucking done to not only rob yourself of a positive future, become incarcerated for several years, not step up as a father, claim you want a DNA test when you know exactly who you slept with, and put all of that onto me. That's not going to fucking happen. Because when you finally got me, you didn't know how to fucking treat me. You tossed me around like I was nothing. You said whatever the fuck came out of your head, out of your mouth. You're impulsive. You're rude. You used me, abused me, and then I didn't want anything to do with you. I'm the one who cut you off. Same thing with my birth sister, who, what she did was emotionally manipulate me. What she did was get into my head thinking that I didn't notice what she was doing to me. Because people who come around me have a habit of underestimating me. People who come around me have a habit of seeing my vulnerability due to the trauma that I went through as a weakness instead of a strength. Therefore, they play off of that vulnerability and they try to get close to me so they can do damage in my life. That's exactly what my birth sister was doing until I cut her ass out of my life. That's exactly what my birth dad was doing when he finally came back into my life and I cut him out. Because like I said, my birth sister didn't grow up with me. And nor did my birth dad, going back to him, nor did he protect me from being molested by my adopted dad. He didn't protect me from being molested by my adopted brother. Or that was their biological child, but I call him that. He didn't protect me from a lot of the other kinds of trauma and horrible fucking things that happened to me as an adopted kid. He didn't stop that. He chose a life of crime over me. And so guess what fucking happened? I don't want him. I don't want his negative ass shit. I don't want the nasty things that he would just let spill out of his fucking mouth. claiming that he was trying to help me when I could see right through that bullshit. You're not trying to help me. You're being a fucking asshole. And you were never there to protect me. And you never will be. And you're not going to be there in my life in the future because I don't want you around. Just like I don't want my birth sister around. People have a habit of assuming that I'm stupid or that I don't have a right to live my life the way I want to. And that's a damn shame after everything I fucking survived. That's a motherfucking shame that I can't, as a fucking woman who's not in her early 20s anymore, who's not a fucking teenager anymore, like some people seem to think that I'm only fucking 16 because of how I look. Live my life the way I so fucking choose. I've had it, especially with these fucking black men. And they're mad at me because I swore them off for life. They're mad at me because I will never open my legs for them. But guess what? I don't fucking care. You want to make me sit here in my fucking apartment and cry because you fucking, all three of you surrounded me, bullying me, laughing at me, making fun of me, making me feel like I'm worthless because I won't fucking have sex with you? This is how you see black women? As just a fucking sex toy? You don't give a fuck about us at all. Because you could ask us 1,000,001 questions about our fucking life. And really all it comes down to is the fact that you're thinking with your fucking dick. And not your heart. Matter of fact, I've never met a black man in Madison who actually even had a heart, or a soul for that matter. Because both of those are either gone or damaged for good. Because of how possessive black men are. How negative black men are. And how fucking just disgusting. Just overall. If someone says they're not attracted to you physically, and granted, I know physical attraction is not the only thing that should make you love a person. It's not all about physical attraction. You're right. But I am not physically attracted to black men. I am not emotionally attracted to them. Because deep down inside, what I see in a lot of black men, deep it down in their bodies, because I'm not even going to say soul, because I think a lot of black men that I've met in Madison are fucking soulless. Their soul fucking died. It's very evident that their souls have died. They're soulless beings who are just looking for sex. And will emotionally manipulate you to get it. And will act like they care about you to get it. And once they get it, they're going to start showing their true color. Now, these three black men showed their true colors when those women walked away. But thank God now, as a 26-year-old woman, I'm able to stand up for myself and go, all three of you are disgusting and soulless, evil, disturbed individuals. You would stand around me and fucking bully me and make me feel lower than low and say, after I said I recognized a man who was making me uncomfortable, who assaulted me just a few fucking weeks ago, oh, that's not my problem. Well, guess what's not going to be my problem for the rest of my fucking life? Black men. And their bullshit. You've heard it here first. I am not fucking playing around. And a lot of them think that I am. On the fucking ground. One of them was like spitting out his drink, fucking laughing at me. Because it was a combination of them not taking me seriously, but also disrespecting me and putting me down because of my belief systems. Yeah, I prefer to marry a blonde-haired, blue-eyed man. And you know what's even more fucked up is some people who have learned my history of sexual abuse going all the way back into my childhood, as well as other types of abuse, beatings, being starved. There is a long list of different types of abuse that I've endured in my fucking lifetime. And people actually have the nerve to say to me, "Oh, you just like white men because you were molested by your dad, your adopted family, your dad and your brother because they were white. So now you like white guys because your adopted dad and your brother were fucking white and they raped you when you were a kid." That is not anywhere near close to why I am attracted to men like that. And it's fucking disgusting to me. And it just shows how fucking sick people really are to actually believe that I like them because I was fucking raped by my fucking dad and my brother, getting pregnant at 16 by my brother and it could have been my father's, because that's bullshit. And I miscarried the baby. I talked about this in another video, how I lost the fucking baby because of past substance abuse, psych meds, because I had a lot of mental breakdowns in my past because of shit that's happened to me. I've just this year, I'm also clean. I'm a year clean of not self-harming. A whole year, even after the shit that I've been through, even this year in 2021. Because last year when my adopted mom died, even though she, like I said, I tell people all the time, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything when it comes to my life. My adopted mom, she could be abusive in many ways. There were a lot of disturbing things that she fucking did to me since I was a child. But do I love her? Yes, I still love her, even though the pain from the past and just last year is real. Because just last year I was cutting my arms, both sides of my arms and legs, and there was even a video on YouTube of me cutting that I think YouTube tried to remove, but it stayed up. That shit is fucking real. It's been a whole year, even after the shit that I've dealt with in the past couple of months since the last time I self-harmed. And I had been self-harming since middle school. I had been cutting off all my hair so that to try not to self-harm, which never worked since middle school. Which now, even after the fucking third-degree burns that I suffered from relaxer drugs, my hair is finally growing back. It doesn't grow back very fast anymore because I suffered burns, and that affected my hair. And the chemicals that were in the relaxer kits that were put on me when I was younger affected my hair, so it takes it longer to grow. I'm evolving. I'm a complete woman now. I'm not who I used to be when I was 22. That's why a lot of people are obsessed with some of the tattoos that aren't fully gone and erased from my fucking back. I'm getting rid of all of that shit because I'm not going to stay the same. If you're not evolving, something is fucking wrong. Okay? I don't like tattoos anymore. It was a phase. Everybody goes through phases and everybody goes through that shit. I'm no different than anybody else. But people seem to act like it, especially guys. People have no idea how miserable I am when I go out for just a simple fucking walk somewhere in my neighborhood. I can't go out for one walk in my neighborhood without being harassed by some guy. Whether it's them yelling shit at me, screaming at me out of a car window, or coming up behind me on either walking or on a bike and saying weird shit to me, or coming up to me while they're walking in a group or by themselves and saying weird shit to me, doing disrespectful and nasty things to me And it's funny how the people who abused me, used me the most, called me disrespectful. Like my birth sister, little fucking 22-year-old bitch. When I stood up for myself, when I finally said enough is enough, you can no longer manipulate me, you can no longer hurt me, she's gonna have the nerve to say, oh, that's disrespectful. I'm sorry you find that disrespectful, that I'm not allowing you to fucking walk on me like the rug you were treating me as. But you're the one who needs help. You're the one, just like that black dude who, him and all three of his friends today cornered me and bullied me, who needs a reality check. Because that black dude fucking told me, he said, there is no such thing as magic. You need to bring your head out of the clouds in reality, and you need to breed with your own kind. I don't need to do anything you say. I don't know you. And why should I respect someone who treats me like that? That's number one. You fucking not only disrespect me, abuse me, act as every single man in my city thinks he is entitled to sex, especially sex with someone like me. Every single dude that I've run into in Madison is entitled, soulless, nasty, runs his fucking mouth. You make me, honestly, you make me physically ill. You make me sick to my stomach. That's what I want to say to a lot of these dudes in Madison. You make me sick. You genuinely affect me in so many ways.